Hi, I'm Quinn Horvath, funeral director in Southwest Minnesota, and I really enjoy interesting stories that I've learned from people that I've come across or served in my career. Today I'd like to tell you the story about Joseph Maeyaert. Joseph Maeyaert is my wife's great-grandfather, so therefore great-grandfather to my kids, and he's really got an interesting story. Born in 1884 in Belgium, came over to the U.S. about 1907, I think it was. Ended up in Chicago for most of a decade, and then ultimately made his way here to Southwest Minnesota. So this was Joe Maeyaert's butcher shop back in the early part of the 20th century, and you can probably see this used to be a beautiful building. Later, by the way, Elaine Weissy, a good friend of mine, rented a spot here to do hairdressing. But anyway, this was hard work, and Joe always wanted to be a farmer. So ultimately, he saved his money, he left here, and he bought a farm. You live in the prairie long enough, and there's some comfort just for the wide open spaces. And this is really high ground. It's just a beautiful area. Unfortunately for Joe Maeyaert and his family, he was here for a time, and then a tornado came and wiped everything out. They didn't have the same insurance that we would have now, so regretfully, after the tornado, they moved back to Ghent. So after they left the farm, this house has been added on to, but the Maeyaerts moved back here to Ghent, and I believe Joseph worked as a town constable or like a town deputy, and this was the house. It's been added on to a couple of times since then, but this is where they lived out their days. So what a life. I'm sure Joe, when he left Belgium, had no idea what to expect, that his life would play out in being a butcher, owning a farm, making a family, and laying to rest here in Ghent, Minnesota. His memory will stay alive with our family, and hopefully now with you too. Thank you for watching.